God, it makes me to tell you I told you so. I predicted the Canelo Crawford fight like a goddamn fortune teller. Canelo's feet were cemented on the canvas as he was hitting air. What's that? Props to Crawford.
Thank you.
He came up 3 weight classes and fought a beautiful fight. Great performance.
Did you get what you was looking for?
Like taking candy from a baby. He just played with Canelo, made him look silly. And before you start with your shit about Canelo being old, just know that Crawford is older. Not an excuse here. Look, I promoted Canelo's entire career, and it was a huge flop. The only real fighters he's faced were Mayweather, Bivol, and Crawford. And they all toyed with. Even Mayweather knew Crawford was going to school him.
Thank you.
He put $50,000 on Crawford to win. And as far as the undercard, Jesus Christmas, I feel bad for Turkey. Wasting all that money. You have to fire your matchmakers. The biggest fight of the decade, and your matchmakers, not you, your matchmakers put on that undercard? You paid all that money and had the biggest stage in boxing on Netflix, and that is really the best they could. Matchmaking? I would have put Shiraz versus Benavidez as a co-main event, with the winner fighting the winner of Canelo Crawford next. That's how you promote. That's how you matchmake. Now, speaking of poor promotion, Dana White didn't have his best week. His t-shirt shrank smaller every minute, especially when he was questioned about his attempt to amend the Muhammad Ali Act. So you're saying this report is an because he's asking you a legitimate question? That's because the Muhammad Ali Act protects fighters, and TKO needs it to change so they can fuck fighters over. Sorry, Uncle Fester. You can't muzzle the boxing media like you do in the UFC.
That's alright.
And after this debacle, he decided to skip the undercard and shows up in the beginning of the main event where he's just watching the UFC on his phone the entire time. I wonder if he regrets abandoning the UFC for a sport that doesn't want him. It's like having a loyal girlfriend and ditching her for a hot one-night stand who ghosts you. You're left with nothing, and you go home with a hairy palm. That's Dana White. And to make matters worse, for the entire promotion, you have the ultimate douchebag, Richard Schaefer, trying to weasel his way back into an industry where he's been canned by everyone, including myself. Fight Oracle reported that Schaefer's douchebaggery annoyed everyone the entire week as he tried to insert himself everywhere he wasn't wanted, and reminded us all that everything this guy touches turns to shit. Oh, he failed with me. Anthem Sports, John Jones, Mayweather, and Pro Bellum, which was linked to the mob. The list goes on. And as I always say, when it stinks, it's usually shit. And this guy is the biggest dump on the planet. I never usually talk poorly about any human being, but this guy tried to fuck me over in ways that you couldn't even believe. You couldn't imagine. Oh, the link to the story, to the article, is in my stories, so you can read it for yourself. So remember, kids, you're never a hater if you only speak the facts. And you know what? Clapback is made and based on the facts. And I have to say, it feels really good to tell the truth. So Richard, Dana, Canelo,